Mac McClung got a 1 year deal. He's a part of the Golden State Warriors. Everybody was like, no, Mac McClung not getting his chance. The man who was G League Rookie of the Year. He almost won G League MVP as a rookie. Changed his game, developed. Let's talk about his stats real quick. But let me tell you, Charania was the one who tweeted it out. So guard Mac McClung has agreed to a 1 year deal. He averaged about almost 14 points, 13 and a half points, and 5 assists a game for the Warriors in the summer league. Okay, he was actually playing really good. If you guys want his exact stats, he actually shot 50% from three. Okay, on 2.5 attempts per game, shot 45.6% from 11.5 attempts a game, and actually averaged about a steal a game. And he only had about 2.5 turnovers per game, which obviously wanted lower. But Mac McClung earned his contract. He was a guy that I know a bunch of people were definitely upset that there hadn't been news. And this was a team that we were all talking, we're like, this is a team that definitely needs another backup point guard, another guard on the team. And we were all agreeing that it was kind of ridiculous that we had gone this far, this long, without any, I guess you could say, Mac McClung news that a team wasn't even giving him a two-way contract when we all saw him cooking on both sides of the ball. And if you guys don't remember, I made a video on an article that was released that when he went to the G League last year, he asked, how can I rebuild my game? How can I put myself in a position to be the best version of myself? And they told him, the Lakers player development coaches basically said, you need to become a floor general. And that's what he did. He became a better passer. He became better at slowing the game, running the pick and roll. And that's what we saw. We saw them running pick and rolls, him being able to attack the car. And I think that, look, it's a non-standard, non-guaranteed deal, which means, if you guys don't know what that means, is it's not an Exhibit 10. Basically, what it means is he's going to go into training camp with a non-guaranteed deal, which means if he doesn't get cut, it's non-guaranteed, so he's not going to be guaranteed any money whatsoever. But what he will be able to do is complete for a roster spot, and if he does make it, he doesn't need to sign another contract. They already signed him on a 1 year deal. Also, it means if he does get cut, he'll be waived, which means another team can pick him up for a similar deal and pick him up off of waivers, which in its own right, pretty freaking cool if that is something that happens. I think Mac McClung fits perfect because right here, Ryan Rollins is awesome, and I do like Ryan Rollins, but they didn't really have a backup point guard behind Jordan Poole and Steph Curry as their only arguable guards. And I think that's why we were all waiting here, and we were like, okay, are we gonna see some Mac McClung in Golden State? And now we do. And for me, I've said it before, I think he's a good fit. He's somebody that they needed, and he got the opportunity that he needed. Okay, and now that we look at the Warriors' salaries or roster, I think we get a better idea of where he can fit, because Guy Santos and Ryan Rollins will probably get a roster spot, but Guy Santos will probably go on a two-way if he's not stashed for a year. And they already gave Lister Quinones a deal, and really there was no backup guard because Jordan Poole and Steph Curry were their only pure guards. Dante DiVincenzo is more of a wing. He can play the shooting guard, but he's not a point guard. So for them, I thought this was smart. Okay, they get themselves Mac McClung. Okay, the guy who was a baller. Okay, I thought that was awesome. Mac McClung, Golden State Warriors. I'm making the thumbnail, guys. Golden State Warriors sign Mac McClung to a 1 year deal. I'm so happy this happened. This guy, he went from Georgetown to Texas Tech, and now he's in the NBA. I mean, last year we got to see him. He signed a contract, I believe it was with the Chicago Bulls and the Lakers, which was awesome. But I know everybody wanted to see more of Mac McClung. And I agree, it was well worth demanding it for, because he's somebody who's good and somebody that I think has been criminally not misutilized, but not given the opportunity that he deserves, that I think he rightfully was being declined. Maybe that's me just being overhyping him, But I legitimately do believe that he was a guy that was deserving of an actual chance, and now we get to see him over here in Golden State.